Hi guys, today we are going to talk about the assimilation. Assimilation has a very precise meaning when it's related to studies of language. It's a common phonological process by which the phonetic of a speech segment becomes more like another segment in a word. In other words, it's when a letter sound is influenced by the letter sound before or after it, so that it changes its sound and or spelling. The word assimilation itself is said to be assimilate.
If a sound changes with reference to a following segment, it is called regressive assimilation. The changes with reference to a preceding segment are called progressive assimilation. A lot of people find these terms very confusing because they seem to mean the opposite of the intended meaning. To avoid the problem exists a variety of alternative terms. Regressive assimilation is also known as right to left, leading, or reciprocal assimilation. Progressive assimilation is known as left to right or preservative lagging or lag assimilation.
Okay, occasionally two sounds may influence one another in reciprocal assimilation. When sounds change result, we call this phenomenon coalescence because both sounds are involved. In the next part, we are going to have some different examples of the different types of assimilation. The first one we have progressive assimilation. We have the individual words read and paint. When we are going to mention these two words together, we are going to slightly change the red word with the final part with a B, which is going to be red paint. The same thing happens with these other two words, bat and gaze. When we are going to mention these two words together, we mention bat and gaze. So we change this final sound with the following sound of the next word. Something similar happens in 10 men. We have 10 and men. When we mention them together, we change the final sound of the word 10 for an M. It is 10 men. Finally, for progressive assimilation, we have this shape. In the one hand, we have this with this sound, but when we mention these two sounds together, we are going to change the final sound of the word this for the sound sh. In this case, is this shape. Okay. The next one is regressive assimilation. We have two examples. The first one is British citizen. Yeah. When we mention these two words together, we are going to change the first sound of the word citizen. In this case, is British citizen. The other example is what's the problem? When we mention these three words together, it is going to change the word the to z. What's the problem? That's a different example. Finally, we have coalescence. In coalescence, as you remember, both sounds, the previous and the following sounds, are changed. For example, we have in here would you try? When we mention this, we have the modification here. Goods, here we have this new sound, and we delete this sound here. Would you try? On the other hand, we have get your bags. When we mention everything together, we are going to mention get your bags. This is the some of the examples. Remember that this is the phenomenon which occur when you are fluently talking. Thank you for your attention.